Welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about the new 1.5 update. The live stream just finished, and I'm recording a little bit late because I decided to play a Roblox horror game with my boys. But anyways, besides the point, don't forget to subscribe. It's free. You guys unsubscribe in the future, not going to waste any time, so let's hop right in. I'm trying to make this video as short as possible. So we have a new I'm just gonna read it. You're not really gonna see any gameplay of anything. You're just gonna see my face and me talking majority of the time, unless if I pre-record gameplay, I'll put it on top. But here we got introduced Zhongli and EULA once again, and then so with Yanfei releasing as soon as 1.5 drops with Zhongli rerun. Zhongli's also gonna get another story quest part 2 for Zhongli. And before we move on to EULA, we're going to talk about Yanfei. Yanfei is Pyro Catalyst user. I think she's like a official in Liu's like law area thing. I don't remember from the live stream. But anyways, Yanfei, when she casts her elemental skill, Signed Edict, and an elemental burst, Done Deal, grants her Scarlet Seals, which decreases Yanfei's stamina consumption. When using a charge attack, Yanfei consumes all Scarlet Seals, which increases her charge attack, AoE, and damage. So she'll be like a Klee combined with Ningguang kind of thing, I guess. Because she needs to build up stacks using her elemental skill and burst, as I said. And then overall, which will increase the damage of her charge attack, which is a giant friggin' lock. A giant lock. Or like, it looks like a bell, but it's like a lock. So you like pull her charge attack. So yeah, that's it for Yanfei. Now, EULA, on the other hand, she's gonna get a brand new story quest along with her banner as well. The 4 stars and the actual characters within that banner is unreleased yet, so we'll find out very soon on what the 4 stars will be, and let's see the predictions are right. She will be probably likely to release during mid-May of 2021 because Zhongli and Yanfei are most likely to release first in the banner order. And for those EULA Supremacy fanboys, what's up? We got time to farm the new stuff. 4 piece of the Pale Flame, and also we got to get the essential material from the Cryo Hypostasis, which I'll be talking about later in the video for both of those things I just mentioned. Now, EULA has a unique normal attack animation. I'm just going to sum up everything in this video. So our normal attack is 5 strikes with 7 actual visible hits total when you see the animation, so it's fast. And then faster compared to other Claymore users. When EULA casts her elemental skill, Eyesight Vortex, which is the press, she slashes swiftly, dealing cryo damage. When it hits an opponent, EULA gains a stack of Grimheart that stacks up to 2 times, and each stack can be gained once every 0.3 seconds. Grimheart, which is something that increases EULA's resistance to interruption and also in her defense. The hold for Eyesight Vortex, she slashes forward, dealing AoE cryo damage in front of her, consuming all stacks of Grimheart. The consumed stacks of Grimheart decreases physical res and cryo resistance, also creating an Ice Wolf brand per stack of Grimheart that deals cryo damage to nearby opponents. So for example, if you had 2 stacks of Grimheart and you consume both, which is the max stack, then when you hold, you're going to decrease the physical and cryo res of opponents, dealing AoE cryo damage, plus the 2 Ice Roll brands, not 1, because you have 2 stacks. Since you have 2 stacks, it'll be 2 Ice Roll brands that will drop down to nearby opponents, dealing cryo damage. Lastly, her Elemental Burst Glacial Illumination, she slashes nearby opponents, dealing cryo damage, creating a Lightfall Sword that follows her for a certain duration. When EULA's normal charge attack or elemental skills and bursts deal damage to opponents, it will deal a Lightfall Sword. Each charge slash or energy stack can be gained per 0.1 second. The Lightfall Sword will explode, dealing AoE physical damage to nearby opponents, and each charge or energy stack that has been accumulated increases the scaling the damage of the explosion. Basically, the more you use her in her ult, the more damage she'll do when the Lightfall Sword explodes. That's basically how Elemental Burst works. And now moving on to the new stuff. The good stuff, the new artifact bosses and events. So we're also getting a new weapon, the Song of Broken Pines, which is basically part of the Elegy of the End, similar kind of set. So I'm assuming the passive, which I probably mentioned in a previous video about the weapons, is really good. Okay? And now, moving on from the Song of Broken Pines being a really new claymore to the game, we got the new artifacts. We got the Tendency of the Millilith and the Pale Flame. Tendency in the Millilith seems like to be the best in slot set for Zhongli. That's insane, because you know why? It increases 20% HP and attack and shield strength percentage increase as well, which is really good for Zhongli specifically, because you don't have to be on the field, as in what it says in the description. Hopefully, if I'm editing this well and I'm taking my time tomorrow on Saturday when I'll be editing it, I will be hopefully putting screenshots from the stream or some gameplay footage, so that you guys are not just bored looking at my face the entire time. Now, Pale Flame, EULA's best in slot DPS set, and not gonna lie, not just that, it's probably going to be the best set for any physical damage DPS. It'll probably destroy the 4-piece Glad very quickly. So now, Pale Flame increases 25% physical damage with the 2-piece, and in the 4-piece, oh god, I'll put a screenshot on the screen, you can read it. I'm too lazy, I'm trying to make this video short and sweet. But, as you can see, it's broken. Alright, it's a broken set. And then the domain is near Dragon Spine / Solitaire Rise, like in between. It's in the middle, between Mondstadt and Liyue's regions. Next, we have the challenges and minigames. So, I put them down as, so we have the first minigame or challenge, Energy Amplifier Initiation, which is like the Shungai event. You gotta put all the stones in the compass thingy, which is a crystal event, to boost combat potential in event dungeons. So you'll be doing like these event challenges, but the only way to get that boost of damage when fighting the enemies in that challenge, you'll be having to use these Shungite crystals or something, whatever. You put them in, and it'll boost your character's damage during that domain run for that challenge. Next, that's what I think it is. I don't totally remember, because it's like 3 hours ever since the live stream ended. So next, Battlefront Misty Dungeons, which is basically the Hypostatic Symphony 2.0 kind of thing, but without the hypostasis. It's actual mobs and puzzles, I think, involved. So that's really good too. Well, the Wind Trace event is basically prop hunt by Genshin Impact, so I have nothing else to say. If you don't know what prop hunt is, you basically become an item or something. Like, for example, I could just transform into this
That was easy.
button, and then so yeah, once I transform into the button, they'll have to see is that thing real or fake. It's basically gonna be hide and seek in Genshin Impact, so that's gonna be Pog. Next, you also have a Mimitono, which is an unusual hilichurl event featuring the Mosquito with the language hilichurlian genius. Okay, basically that little girl that you do have daily commissions, that is big brain when it comes to the hilichurlian language. And it's going to be a quest where you can fight the unusual hilichurl, or you talk to them. But the thing is, I have a question about that. Can we finish the challenges by using that event? Because there's a challenge where you need to find 20 unusual hilichurls, but I'm too lazy to do that challenge. Next, Overflowing Mastery, which is basically just a temporary time period where there's increased drop on talent material and domains. New Diona Hangout and a part 2 for Noel Hangout. Pog. More Primo Gems. Let's go, Mahoyo. And now lastly, we got finally the quality of life changes, as well with the rest of the stuff, which I'll talk in a minute. Resin. This is a quality of life change for resin. The amount of original resin required to claim for the 3 weekly bosses each week is reduced by half. So basically what that means is 30 resin for 3 weekly bosses, okay, per week. 30 resin. So basically you'll spend 90 resin for 3 bosses, and then 1 boss will be 60, depending on which of the bosses you'll be doing, since there's going to be now 4. And I'll talk about the new weekly boss in just a moment, after the quality of life. Friendship XP earned in co-op mode is now doubled, so now instead of 20, I think it was now 40, depending on how many members. In-game mail is sent to players as a reminder before limited time events end. So basically, they'll be sending Mora emails or item emails to remind us, oh, the event's almost over, you might want to do this, and you're gonna miss out on rewards, so they're gonna make us play the game. Which is really helpful if you haven't been playing the game a lot and you've been forgetting about the events. Next and lastly, for the quality of life changes, the language/storage is improved because now you can freely manage the voiceover resources, allowing you to save your storage by deleting languages that you don't want to listen to. Basically, what that means is that now you'll be able to delete languages that you actually, as I said, don't want to listen to. And you could save some storage, especially for the mobile players that don't really have a lot of storage. Fortunate for me, my iPhone 11 has 128 gigabytes of storage, so I'm safe. Now, the last three things. We got the new mobs and bosses. So, Azdaha, which is the new weekly boss, a giant big daddy friend. Zhongli trapped him, sealed him away in a cave. Big boy dragon. Jivo Shap looking thing. Probably more scary than the primal Jivo Shap. But anyways, besides the point. Basically, I'll have the same function as the Jivo Shap, but it's going to be a lot harder, probably more tankier and more difficult. That's what I'm assuming, at least, since he's a weekly boss. I'm excited for that guy. But now, moving on, we got the Cryohypostasis, which now can be found in Dragon Spine. It'll be dropping Crystalline Bloom. Probably also the Cryo Crystals for Ascension as well. Obviously, artifacts. We don't know about that. But hey, Cryohypostasis, and now we can actually go back to Dragon Spine and do something. And now we have the Spiral Abyss, which is a new mob, has a new mob called the Abyss Lector, which is an electro element. The Abyss Herald is in the story. If you haven't done it yet, I'm sorry, I'm spoiling shit. He's Hydro, okay? But the Abyss Lector is now Electro. So there's going to be different Abyss acquaintances or apprentices that will be having different elements. Now, that's only for Spiral Abyss though, so I'm not sure if you'll see that in real world. But next, last two things, we got the housing system, which is a teapot to call home. And it is coming with our boy Tubby and Chubby. If you didn't see the live stream, we saw their names. It's so funny. I can't. They're called Tubby and Chubby. It's hilarious. The teapot birds. It's cute. So Tubby is the bird that you'll see when you go into your teapot to customize your home kind of thing. And Chubby is I think a bird merchant that is around the map that you could talk to purchase some of the furniture or things that you need. And what I've noticed is that this will probably occupy us for most of the patch because this is a lot. The housing system has 10 ranks, which each rank gives you 60 Primo Gems, so about 600 Primo Gems total for completing all of that. So that's actually really nice. It's a free-to-play way to earn Primo Gems. Not just that, it's going to make us have so much fun, customize our homes, and also not just that, we'll be able to travel to our friends' homes so we can actually see what they've built. And now, this is where we get into the news. There is an INAZUMA concept art leaked by MiHoYo themselves. And, oh my god, I can't believe when I saw the Chinese version, because I watched both the English and the Chinese. English, obviously, because I speak the language, I actually understand what they're saying. But in Chinese, because I actually wanted to see what happened before the English one. So I can see Mr. Translator. Hashtag at Zeal's Ambitions. Hey, yo, thanks for adding me on Discord. But besides the point, my prediction for INAZUMA, probably 1.7 or 2.0. 1.6, we haven't even seen the chasm yet. So 1.6 is probably the chasm. If INAZUMA is 1.6, bro, I'm actually screwed. I'm gonna waste all my Primo Gems for a EULA. Oh my god, I can't, bro. The funniest shit, bro. I can't believe when I saw a ball for the or this purple woman. I don't know who the hell she is. If she's the Electro Archon, then damn so right she's hot. All right, even though she's a chibi. Not gonna lie, she's based off of Honkai outfits, according to my friend, because I don't play Honkai, unfortunately, so I don't even know if any of this is valid. But, anyways, that's basically the quick recap of what happened in the 1.5 stream, the live stream, okay? Hopefully, you guys liked the video, and don't forget to punch like button in the face, question join. See you on the next one. Don't forget, comment down below your prediction for INAZUMA and why do you think it's gonna end up in that patch, or if you have any suggestions for MiHoYo, or even what do you plan to build in your house. You can answer one of those 3 questions, and hopefully, you know, my comments, I engage my comment section so that I can have some nice audience retention. Oh, I've been loving YouTube recently. Thanks for the growth. Thank you for 300 subs. I'll continue to be working hard to get that 1K, my dream, 1,000 subs. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and adios.